Oh my goodness, is that my friend B? We'll be getting started in a minute or two. I just have to stick a bunch of salami in my face so I have energy. I have too much slices. Thank you. It's a cute little stream setup. It's just some lovely. Sorry, I have my stream audio open at the same time, and I'm currently speech jamming myself. Okay. Yeah, it's just a little. I made this, and I like it, and it uses some lovely little copyright-free music from YouTube. Okay, salami has been consumed. Did a good job on it. Also, this is underscore. Yeah, so apparently you had your audio turned off at the beginning because I greeted you as soon as you said nerd. I said, "Is that my friend B?" And then you said a moment later, "Okay, now I can hear things." And I was like, "Okay, I'm just going to assume he knows I know it's him." Okay, salami consumed. Let's get on with the stream. Ya doink? Did it work? It did not work. Why did it not work? What? Why is this not doing its thing? There it goes. We're back. We're back, baby. Sort of. What? Now it's why? What are you doing, streaming software? What are you doing? This stream is going to be a little bit more of a mess than usual because I will be changing things up as I go. We're going to be playing a bunch of different games, so I have a weird art setup and I have to change shit around constantly. Yeah, you definitely have the feeling that I have today. Why is it suddenly not working with transparency? What if I do this? What if we do this? What if we simply do this? Allow trans. There we go. Hello, it's me. Very big in the corner. Let's make that less obnoxious. A little bit, just a little bit less obnoxious. And I need to set up. So today's goal is to play a handful of uh games by an indie game developer I followed for a hot minute by the name of Kitty Horrorshow. For whatever reason, I've never played any of her games before, but I've always wanted to. And hello, Kavir, welcome. And so we're gonna play some of those today, starting it with my absolute favorite. The setup's gonna be janky because it's not a single game, like it's not a single executable. It's a bunch of different executables, and from what I understand of the first one, it is designed to crash a few times. Like Rocky Horror, but with cats. Well, the first one is about a house, so we'll see how accurate those feel. And I'm gonna put it in 1080p. Graphics quality suggested. Play. And then change game in progress to anatomy. If you look hard enough, there's a cat. Okay. Were you able, just to make sure, were you able to hear that okay, stream? Oh, you can't because I have desktop audio turned off because I'm dumb. Okay, well, you're gonna have to wait a little minute. Cause I don't think there's a whole lot of sound to start off with. In fact, there's almost no sound to start off with. Are you ready, chat?
In the psychology of the modern civilized human being, it is difficult to overstate the significance of the house. Since as early as the Neolithic era, humankind has defined itself by its buildings. Buildings for worship, buildings for socializing, buildings for protection, even buildings for the commemoration.
Oops. Okay, Escape apparently doesn't bring up an options menu. It just kills the game. Okay, we're learning. Let me just fix this as well. Okay. Let me get that back up here. Yeah, I guess there's no option for subtitles. You'll just have to let me know if the audio is too loud. Okay. Speed run back to the kitchen. Okay. See you again. You ready? I'm ready.
In the psychology of the modern civilized human being, it is difficult to overstate the significance of the house. Since as early as the Neolithic era, humankind has defined itself by its buildings. Buildings for worship, buildings for socializing, buildings for protection, even buildings for the commemoration of the dead. But of all the structures that mankind has invented for itself, there is little doubt that the house is that which it relies upon most completely for its continued survival.
Wow. There is a tape in the dining room. Is that my friend, Dr. Steele, Fish and Fossil? It was both a doctor and a doctor with a very apt name. How is I'm gonna hopefully I'm right about this. How is Rocky today? Has he kicked his ball out of his aquarium yet? And if so, how many times?
The house is one of the key elements that separates modern humanity from its more primitive antecedents. No other creature goes to such lengths to create lasting, permanent shelter for itself, nor regards said shelters with such reverence and import. Why do human beings of our modern age foster this tremendous sympathy toward their homes? There are many reasons, of course, but perhaps it is due in some small part to seeing them as a reflection of ourselves.
We can do a nerd competition. There is a tape in the downstairs bathroom. Rocky is just fantastic. He's splashing around in his pool as we speak. Wow, I wish I was splashing around in a pool. That'll be February. Except, unlike Rocky, I hope, I will be several pina coladas deep. And if I'm extra lucky, I'll also be several mojitos deep.
The anatomy of the house is such that this analogy is less superficial than at first it may seem. To carry it further, if we were to dissect a house as we might a human cadaver, we would find ourselves able to isolate and describe its various appendages and their functions in a decidedly anatomical fashion. There is even a fair number of direct comparisons to be drawn between those organs of a house and those of a human body.
There's a tape in the garage. Rocky had squid today. That's his pina colada. I also had a little bit of squid today. I hit the Chinese grocery store like a week ago, and one of the things I picked up was some rolled squid, which is fascinating. It's just like this flat pack of, I don't want to say dried because it's not really dried. It's sorry, I just remembered that I'm supposed to remember where this tape is, and I've just already, oh, it's in the garage. It's right here. Oh, good. Okay. Remy's on autopilot today, and it's working. And it's yeah, it's just like this flattened thing of squid, and it's kind of sweet, weirdly enough. But I also kind of like it. It's like, what if you made fish candy? Which I suppose sounds unpleasant, but I can tell you, as an actual real life, definitely for sure shark, fish candy, delicious. So the last tape was talking about comparing bits of a house to the anatomy of a person. I I couldn't be the streamer I am without wondering the question, which part of the house is the genitals? I get my squid fresh, only the finest for Rocky. I don't even get fresh squid.
For example, let us examine the living room. Often the dominant space of a house's ground level, as well as typically the center of activity in a well-populated home, the living room is very much the heart of the house. While a human heart circulates blood to oxygenate the body's extremities, the living room circulates people, activity, communication. It is the room most likely to be found beating, as active and vivacious as its name would imply. The comparison is only strengthened when we consider also that the living room is most commonly the room to contain the fireplace, making it additionally a locus of actual physical heat.
Locus of actual physical heat. There was a tape in the living room. There it is. If squid are like octopi, then they just rip off the arm leg that's the penis and throw it at their mate, which is the ultimate here, go fuck yourself. I think that's correct. I not only do I think that's technically correct, I want to believe it, and so it's double correct. I can tell you, nobody could trust me if I was able to rip off a penis and throw it. I suppose just say if I was designed to be able to easily do that. I think you could do that, but I think I would probably just immediately die. At least I hope I'd just immediately die. Because that sounds really unpleasant.
It is easy to think of the kitchen and dining room as the stomach or digestive system of a house, though this comparison is
It's
tenuous.
a one-time use
By
superpower.
contrast, the function and analog of a bathroom should be immediately obvious. The hallways and corridors of a house are its veins, providing circulation coursing throughout its frame. A staircase bears more than a passing resemblance, both physically and symbolically, to a spine. The windows of a house serve much the same purpose as eyes, and anyone who has ever rounded a bend or long drive and come suddenly face to face with a tall, dark manor will tell you that it is difficult to shake the impression that the house, through its lightless windows, is a creature capable of vision and intelligence.
Speaking of, I think that animism, the ability for people to look at a thing and give it human traits is probably one of the most fascinating things about people. Kind of like a bee sting, men get one chance to throw their penis. Two if you're a shark. Although I guess technically it's not a penis if you're being really specific. Snakes also too, some lizards too. I don't know if there's I don't know of any species that grow them back. Until we perfect genetic splicing with lizards. Yeah. Maybe someday. But yeah, I think animism, the ability for like people to look at a thing and even without having to try, imagine that thing with uh, willpower and human characteristics is just so fascinating to me. The fact that I, like, even completely just instinctually will stub my toe on a table, and rather than just my gut instinct, rather than just be like ouch,
The
is to
bedroom
be
is
angry
perhaps
at the
the room
table.
that most eludes direct comparison in this fashion.
Hello, Driv.
At a stretch, and allowing for a bit of poetic sympathy, it might be said that the bedroom is not unlike the human mind, or those parts of it which dictate thought and imagination. In the bedroom,
Genitals.
dreams are dreamt, passions are ignited, epiphanies are experienced in cold sweat at early hours. In the bedroom is where people invariably spend the majority of their time, though comparatively little of it whilst conscious.
I don't. Okay, I guess I break that because I work from home. So I actually spend, if I get 8 hours of sleep, I spend the other 16 hours down in our living room doing work. So I think I break that. Take that, kitty horror show. Ooh, destroyed. Unfortunately, with lizard genes, you gotta stay in tropical areas, being cold-blooded and all, you need to get lots of sun. Well, or a heating pad. A heating pad is lovely. We love a heat. Remy, your boyfriend made me drunk. What did he do now? I'm just some nerd drawing short stuff. Don't mind me. I'm still waiting for that cat. Don't worry, the cat, I guarantee, is here. Just make sure you stay for the whole stream and you'll see the cat. It's here for sure, definitely. We just have to try all the games. He told me about Brazilian mulled wine, so I made some. Oh, he made a bunch today. 3 bottles of it specifically. Okay, so the next tape I think said it was in the bedroom. I honestly keep forgetting that I'm supposed to be paying attention to what it tells me. Take a door to the face. Perfectly normal shark activities. Oh, they even added wall outlets. Wow, look at this painting. Oh, it's a weird, it's a person sleeping in a weird bed with a little chair. God, what a weird house. That is looks like a leg from maybe a spider or a fly, a flea maybe. Some kind of insect. Oh, that looks like a tick. Oh, the art is parasites. Looked like bug beans. I think you're right. Ticks are revolting. Uh, maybe a tapeworm? Why would I have a bunch of pictures of parasites all over my house? Specifically upstairs. It's almost like the game's trying to tell me something about people and their relationship to houses. Ooh, ooh, chat. Ooh, media literacy.
And yet, this analogy is an incomplete one, for obviously the mind is an exceedingly complex thing. If the bedroom represents the thinking, dreaming part of the brain, then it is the basement that represents those lower, unconscious parts. The basement is dark. It is buried. It is a place full of cobwebs where memories are stored. A poignant comparison, truly. Often the unnerving uncertainty that comes with considering the deeper aspects of the human psyche is not unlike gazing down at the swimming blackness pooled at the bottom of a basement stairwell. It is a place we spend our childhoods filling with monsters that will lay for years in patient silence. It is a place that, barring some specific errand, we seldom ever want to go.
What does it say about me that I've just like always hung out in the basement as a kid? Is this the... Yeah, okay. So what's the door that was unlocked earlier? Or was locked earlier? If this is the horror house about cats, then fleas. Yes. I've never had a cat with fleas. Mind you, my cats have both been indoor cats, so. Oh, I think my parents' cats had fleas at one point while I was living with them. My parents' cats were outdoor cats. Sure, lots of shelving in here. Oh, there's the tape. I can just barely see it glowing off in the distance. The distance, he says, as if it's not fucking 3 meters in front of me. This game is so quiet. Here we go.
Of course, this comparison, though appropriate, is a very heavy-handed one, and often the basement is little more than a storage space littered with the corpses of spiders and woodlice. While poets and psychoanalysts no doubt dread the thought of a dark basement, in truth, it is the bedroom, the waking mind, that place of dreams, that is actually the most frightening of all.
There is a tape in the master bedroom. The VHS effect is a nice touch. Yes, it is. I love a good VHS style horror game. I think it's probably been a little bit overdone now. Is this it? But I mean, you can't discredit these older games for doing it. This was the era to be doing it. There it is. Have no reflection. Oh. Okay, well, hold on. What do we got for art? First of all, it's tape here. We've got a tooth. We love a tooth. Especially as a real life shark. We got some more tooth. How strange is it that this looks like maybe a dog's mouth? That they have such wide teeth in the back with like multiple peaks. Is that a thing? Or is it just like look that way? I don't know anything about dogs. I'm a cat person. It seems like just like a really big wide tooth. Them's got choppin'. People mouth? More people mouth. Cats have those too, just not as long. Yeah, but they're cooler in cats. I think this one's got some gingivitis. Those gums are quite red. You should floss more. And that's a mouth up there. And that's the spine? This is like a skull. Strong teeth for crushing and ripping, evolutionary advantage. Oh, did I ever tell you our white Bengal has no teeth? Which one is that? I know your cats have names, I just don't know the names of your cats. Is that the one that's Ghost?
It is here, in the bedroom.
With an E. Ghost with an E.
Each night we shut our senses to the world for hours at a time, trusting in the house to keep us safe until next we wake. In this state of extreme vulnerability, we will spend something like 20% of our lives. Anything might stand beside us, watch us, keep us company until dawn, and we would never perceive it. We can only pray that the house will not let such things carry on as we sleep. In this way, during these hours, the bedroom seems less like a mind and more like a mouth. For it is here that the house is most likely to betray us. It is here that we place ourselves most at the house's mercy and spend each night hoping that it will not bite down.
We reached the first program crash. So one thing that I do know about anatomy specifically is that it is designed to close itself at certain points. And you're supposed to reopen it and play more. Oh, there's more noise now. There's like a spooky lo-fi background hum.
In the psychology of the modern civilized human being, it is difficult to overstate the significance of the house. Since as early as the Neolithic era, humankind has defied the dead. But of all the structures that mankind has invented for itself, there is little doubt that the house is that which it relies upon most completely for its continued survival.
Spoopy. There is a tape in the dining room. What is in here? This looks like a temple. Like one of those old wood engravings of a temple. There's the tape. Like this. Got a window with nothing outside. This looks familiar, yeah. Oh, it's a womb. Or like a placenta or something. I think that's an umbilical cord. It's definitely like it might be botanical, but that's like a medical or I guess botanical diagram of a thing. You can see that it's got like the figure 1 things pointing to it, and it looks like it's opening up. I think that's a placenta or something. And in here we've got the rib cage. Good old ribus cages. You'd think I, a shark, would not be such an expert in bones, but boy, am I an expert in bones.
Why do human beings of our modern age foster this tremendous sympathy?
I agree, tape. There is a tape in the downstairs bathroom. Is there another door downstairs? Or does it mean this bathroom? Oh. Chat, mirror's fucked up. Chat, you fucked it up? Oh my god, I have a jump key now. Chat, what did you do to my mirror? Sorry, I got excited. We're gonna have to put a collar on you. Oh, it's loud. It's loud in my ears. There is a doors are unlocked. Not that doors. Mirror is still fucked up. And Babylon or something. We love a familiar setting. Wow, chat. I sure love women. So good. How about sports? Wow. Ooh. Did you see that ludicrous display last night? Gosh darn, I can't wait to procreate. Okay, back out of the closet. I know how to talk like straight people. Oh, look, I told you there were cats. I told you there were cats. And there are two of them. Okay, is it in the garage? Okay, yes, there's a spooky cat. You are correct. Yeah. I'm literally the most correct there ever was. Not only am I correct, but I'm double correct, and as a shark, that makes me quadruple correct. That's how math works. What's this? Oh, it's like a drawing of like a medieval drawing of like a town. Well, that's this is like that door in Fallout 3 where you open it, just tells it just says fuck you. Which for whatever reason, one of the gaming things that has always stuck with me is the door that you open and it just says fuck you. Oh, I have a painting now. It's like a gremlin on a lady. Is that is that the sleep paralysis chibi? It's not scary enough to be a sleep paralysis demon, but it could be a sleep paralysis chibi. Bathroom? Bat painting. I wish mine was that cute. What does your sleep paralysis demon look like? Is it orange and named Tater? Orange, stupid, and punches me in the face until I get up and feed him. Yes, his name is Tater. I can't believe your cat knows how to pray. He's a good little Irishman. Oh, look, a mosquito. Aha. Oh, there's lines. Are they moving? No. They're just kind of hanging out. I should, at this point, I'm half expecting a giant bug to show up. Honestly, that's valid. Prepare your ears, chat. Oh, this one's not as loud. There is a tape in the living room. Not as scary as the time made me squeal in Phasmo. Oh, okay, yeah, so here's a fun fact. Here's some more Remy and Friends lore. Villain's Actual is my friend B. And this would have been probably 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I convinced B that he should use his fancy VR headset. And were you in VR? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I convinced him to come play Phasmophobia with me. I'm pretty sure he was also in VR. It is janky. Phasmophobia in VR. Janky as hell. And so one of the things that he was doing, he was going through the house, if you've never played. He was going through the house, he had the spirit box, like that radio, and you ask it questions, and the ghost can talk to you through the radio. And B, the most on-brand B has quite possibly ever been, is walking through this house by himself, because I told him he had to go in by himself, which to be fair, he did to make the spirit box work. He had to go in by himself. And in true B fashion, he is razzing the ghost. I forget exactly what he was saying, but it's very much his usual brand of uh what I could only describe as top tier Irish shite. Uh and so he's asking the ghost stupid questions. And I forget exactly what he asked. It was something remarkably stupid. And I asked if I needed to bring a condom to fuck a ghost. And so me, also in VR, knowing I could fuck with him and that he thought he was alone, he asked that question, and I had let him just sit there in silence up until now, asking these dumb questions. Pretty sure the ghost wasn't gonna answer. He asks that question. I nearly lose my composure, but I stick my head physically through the wall in VR and I whisper in his ear as loudly as I can, yes. And I swear to God, I've never heard him ever scream, but he screamed. I think I forget exactly what it is. He swore up and down, screaming, and immediately just fled the house. I I would not be surprised if B needed to buy new pants after that. I think I genuinely also remember you were swearing so loud and I'm losing my shit and I was a little bit afraid I actually made you angry, but it was so fucking worth it. Just an absolute friendship highlight. When I die and go to hell, the one of my favorite moments, my roommates were concerned, but it was all funny. Yes, when I die and go to hell, it is going to be on the highlight reel of my life's memories. I don't remember where it said the tape was, because I'm bad at remembering things. There it is. Nope. Yep. Well, that doesn't seem right. I'll be in the crows showing my arse and you know it. In the crowd, yes, you will be. That's how I'll know it's you. Okay, prepare your ears, chat.
It is easy to think of the kitchen and dining room as the stomach or digestive system of a house, though this comparison is tenuous. By contrast, the function and analog of a bathroom should be immediately obvious. The hallways and corridors of a house are like veins, providing circulation coursing throughout its frame. A staircase bears more than a passing resemblance, both physically and symbolically, to a spine. The windows of a house serve much the same purpose as eyes, and anyone who has ever rounded a bend on a long drive and come suddenly face to face with a pale, dark manor will tell you that the house is a creature capable of...
Didn't like that. Is it down in the basement? Okay, good. We still don't have to go back down to the basement. I don't like it down there. Okay, we checked the bathroom already. It could be in the garage. Does not seem to be in the garage. Upstairs, I guess we go. Perhaps the guest bedroom? Oh, this is the main bedroom. Okay, the double washroom is still double locked. Oh, there's a light on over here. Oh, we just floating out here. We just hanging out. Can you feel the tension rising, Chet? Prepare your ears.
The bedroom is perhaps the room that most eludes direct comparison in this fashion. At a stretch, and allowing for a bit of poetic sympathy, it might be said that the bedroom is not unlike the human mind, or those parts of it which dictate thought and imagination. In the bedroom, I dream that there are teeth growing all over me, everywhere on me and in me, like cysts or bone spurs. They're loose, but I can't remove them because I have no hands. I look out through the bedroom window and I see a truck approaching. A young man steps out, approaches, and enters through the front door. His body is covered in swollen ticks the size of quarters. He's walking through the downstairs hallway and laughing. He begins urinating on the wall. He spits on the carpet. He's moving through the first floor, breaking and upsetting things. He goes to the basement and stands at the top of the stairs. I'm angry at him, so I slam the door and he falls down. I can feel his bones snapping. The ticks are bursting, oozing old black blood everywhere. I can feel them being ground up, dissolved and torn, splitting and shredding. I leave the door closed. I close my eyes and try to sleep. The teeth continue growing on me until there's nothing left of me but teeth and gums and sinew. The basement is dark.
Here we go. And we have another game crash. Spoopy. I think there is one more. Okay, we're in the master bedroom. Oh, the front door is gone. got extra doors in some places, and half as many doors in others. Thank you for putting the mirror back, B. Can't break that one? Oh, can break that one. The big, tall chair for tall people. Okay. Not in the bathroom. There, that's it. That's it. Perfectly normal. They'd tell you this when you buy a home, that occasionally your house may suddenly glitch out. Yeah, what they said. Yes, this is indeed all part of the game. It's very kiddie horror show to fuck with the metatextual. The game that hurts. The game that doesn't want you to play it, so it crashes all the time. And it's broken, and it forces you to come back to it. It's not gonna give you what you want. You have to come take it. Sit in here. Honestly, that's kind of an aesthetic, though, just having like an entire wall that is a painting. Not the painting I would choose for my bedroom, but aesthetic. If I'm ever suddenly a millionaire, B, by the way, I will be hiring you to... Oh. I'll be hiring you to paint a gigantic mural. I'll give you enough money you can afford some assistants to put up on ladders. And I'll buy you a fancy projector so you can project it onto the wall. I'm just gonna walk away from that. If you ask very nicely, I'll get you a tape recorder that just screams on repeat. But you have to ask nicely for that. Sorry, I can't type. I was laughing too hard at the noise. That's appropriate. I was not expecting it to just... Is it still screaming? Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't hang around and wait for it to stop like I originally was going to. Just let it do its thing upstairs. It's fine. Protect your ears. Okay. Not out there. Can't get in there, so I know it's not in there. There it is. How many people do you think picked up this game and played it until the first time it intentionally crashed itself and said, wow, that was a good 10 minutes? Because I bet it was a surprising number. I bet a surprising number of people played it until it stopped the first time and then just assumed that was where the game ended.
If we were to dissect the house, we would find organs and stomach, brains and minds and eyes, teeth, dreams and memories and a mouth that will bite down.
Okay. Oh, the door is open. Basement, basement. We forgot to install lights. I hope you don't mind. The only way to get around our house is to drink a bottle of glow juice and wander around in the dark. Where is it? It has to be down here. It just opened the door to the basement, right? Am I crazy? Was this door already open and I just didn't notice? That's kind of a floaty jump. Oh!
There is an important distinction that must be drawn between the words dissection and vivisection, a distinction that would appear to be lost on you. Your purpose was to listen, and yet at every turn you have pried, you have prodded, and you have interfered. Have you not been paying attention? Did it not occur to you that as an organism existing within a greater organism, your intrusion would be felt? And still you harassed. And now, like the wayward spider who witlessly settles upon a sweeper's tongue, you will be swallowed. Because the truth is this. When a house is both hungry and awake, every room becomes a mouth.
I think I'm getting bored. You never came back. That gave me shivers. I didn't like that. That got me. Once more with feeling. Not done yet, I don't think. Okay, I can't move.
What happens to a house when it is left alone? When it becomes worn and aged? When its paint peels and its foundations begin to sink? When it goes for too long unlived in? What does it think of? What does it dream? How does it regard those creatures who built it, brought it into existence only to abandon it when its usefulness no longer satisfies them? It may grow lonesome. It may stare for long hours into the darkness of its own empty halls and see shadows, and its heart may jump as it thinks, here's someone again, I'm not alone. And each time it is wrong, and the hurt starts over. It may haunt itself, inventing ghosts to walk its floors, making friends with its shadow puppets, laughing and whispering to itself at the end of some quiet cul-de-sac. It may grow angry. Its basement may fill with churning acid like an empty
Okay, well, I'll deal with that scammer after
its
this.
gorge may rise as it asks itself through clenched teeth, what did I do wrong? It may grow bitter. It may grow hungry. So hungry and so bitter that its scruples dissolve and its doors unlock themselves. While a house may hunger, it cannot starve. And so, in fever and anger and loneliness, it may simply lie in wait. Doors open. Shades drawn. Hallways empty. Hungry.
I think that's it, chat. Let me banish streamer, or banish the scammer. Account created 8th of October. Account suspended or deactivated. Banned. Oh, okay. Apparently we double banned him. That's fine. Okay. So that is it for anatomy. But here's the fun part, chat. I haven't played or even watched anyone play any of the other games. So here is a thing that we can do together. I'm going to put up a list of the Kitty Horror Show games that I have right here. Make it a little bigger so you can see it. Let's see. Which one would you like to see? Just based entirely off of vibes and these names. I don't know anything about any of them. So we've got one vote for Gloom Puke. Do we have a second? Okay. I think Gloom Puke is it. So let me upgrade or update the stream. Gloom Puke. What a name. Gloom Puke. No results found. Okay. Horror show. Haunted cities. That'll do. That'll do. And let me, here's a new thing I'm trying. Adding a marker. Boop. Okay, marker added. Let's play Gloom Puke. in 1080p, windowed. That doesn't look like 1080p. I can see the audio. Where's the game? There we go. Okay. I know literally nothing about this. Okay, so we got WASD controls and a little mouse. Gloom Puke sounds like a death metal song. I could see it. Okay, so I see a little temple over this way. It's got, this is very like clip art-esque. Yeah, I can't strafe. Let's go see what's inside. Oh. So this is from the Haunted Cities collection. She's put out 4 of these so far, and from what I understand, she's got a Patreon, or had a Patreon perhaps, where she would work on these and publish these collections. This is such a vibe. What is that? What is that? It's 2 people. Bethany and Ursula click to talk. Ursula, hello, friendly spirits. Bethany, hello, kindly wraith. Ursula, we are Bethany and Ursula. Ursula and Bethany. We are the keepers of the temple crystals. You have questions for us? Who's who? I am Bethany and she is Ursula. You have questions for us? What do you know about the islands? A desert full of bones and shrapnel, a swamp full of teeth and ambition, a temple full of lights and whispers, a playground full of ghosts, a menagerie of dreamers, a burnt page adrift upon a secret lake, a ring that misses the chain, terrible public transportation services, not a single bathroom, not one, that's weird. You have questions for us? What's up with the crystals? They hold up the sky. They fill up the sea. They teach the worms to see. They teach the leaves to dance. They give the stars their colors. They give the night its breath. They're pretty okay. You have questions for us? What can you tell me about this temple? It is a place for healing. A place for stories. A place for jewels. A place for stars. A place for smoke. A place for candles. We like it here. You have questions for us? Nah, see you later. Goodbye. Goodbye, Bethany and Ursula and Bethany. I like your crystals. Oh no, they're New Age crystal believers? I mean, yeah. To be fair, they're bird people. You can't really expect bird people to not believe in crystals. What is this? It's a cat person. No, what is that? That's like an opossum? Vivian, click to talk. Oh, hello there, kind spirit. I have never seen you before. You must be new. Welcome. My name's Vivian. I am the temple keeper. I am pleased to meet you. What may I do for you? Tell me a story. Why, I'd be delighted to. Once upon a time, there was a giant grub worm made entirely out of blood. The worm had no friends because every time I'd invite him to hang out, it got blood all over everyone's things. One day, the grub worm went to see an old blood wizard. Help me, blood wizard, the grub worm said. Nobody likes me. It's because of the blood, isn't it? Asked the blood wizard. Absolutely. Wow, it's like you knew, said the grub worm. And so the blood wizard cast a mighty spell that turned all the other creatures in the land into blood. Pretty soon, the whole blood thing didn't matter. Blood everywhere. The globworm quickly made new friends. Everyone and everything was blood. It really brought everyone together. It just goes to show you. It sure does. Anything else, dear? What's up with this temple? It's quite lovely, isn't it? We're all very glad to have found it. The water in the fountain glows so beautifully. And those great big jewels are nice too. Most jewels are, I suppose. A very good environment for storytelling, all in all. That's what temples are for, after all. I guess so. Anything else, dear? What do I look like? Well, you're very much like a shawl made of spider silk. Draped across a head and shoulders an invisible woman. Very fetching, I must say. This goes a little bit too fast and some of the text overlays the edges of the boxes and makes it hard to read. Very fetching, I must say. Alright. Anything else, dear? Nothing, but thank you. Be well, spirit. I like Vivian. Vivian seems fun. I like her story about the blood grub worm. The worm and his blood grub. Rem is classically handsome, confirmed. Excuse me, can I go outside? Okay, I'm outside. Who are you? Oh my god, it's a cock. It's a cock named Gregory. Ho there, traveler. Welcome to the Isle of Blood Monster Ghost. Not the official name, of course. I made it up. Catchy, huh? What can I do you for? What is this place? Wow, I just told you that. Who are you? My name is Gregory. It's nice to meet you. I stand here and greet travelers. I do that because I'm incapable of moving, not because there are a lot of travelers. You're the only one, actually. That's a shame. It certainly is, both those things I said. Is there anything else you'd like to know? What's going on around here? Not a lot, truth be told. Some of the others are investigating that pyramid over there. Margaret and the others are hanging out in the swamp castle. And that temple near you is certainly a building. A pyramid? Yes, nobody's really sure why it's there. Not that it matters much, it's just a pyramid. Pyramids are never important or interesting. Literally never. But you're free to hang out here and wallow around in sand? Anything else? Swamp Castle? Yep, good old Castle Gloompuke. They say each of her stones is haunted by a separate ghost, which is obviously bullshit. But the cool kind of bullshit, you know? Fun to think about. They make good food there anyway. Anything else? See ya. Fairly well. I'm like a woman draped in spider silk or something. Okay, so one of these, so this one, that must be the way to Gloompuke. Gloompuke is the name of the game, so I gotta assume that's where I go last. So let's go for the pyramid. This feels like an early internet weird flash game. It really does. Wow, it's a dog named Torvald. Torvald, boof. Boof, boof, boof. Boof. That's a good story. Boof. Boof. Boof, boof, boof. 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 Boof, boof. Woof? Get out. Okay, buddy. Who are you? Oh, you're a goat named Ezekiel? Hail, traveler, I am the goat of Woe, the Woe goat. I am Woe, I am the Woe goat. Woe, oh woe. Woe to me, the goat who must dwell within the scorched earth. Dripped in cloth? Oh, I am the goat of... Wow, that goes really fast. I am the goat of Woe. Can I make this window? No? Okay. I am... Sorry? Then it is fate that we should meet here this day. You, the ghost of sorrow. And I, the goat of woe. Woe to you, sorrow, and woe to me, the goat. Why come this cruel and loveless place, sorrow? I was birthed by malice and spat here by a cringing void. I gathered hate in my mouth and screamed myself awake. I crawled like a spider. Oh, I can't read that because it overlaps. I drift like a wasp, seeking something with unblemished skin to something. This world is bleak, and I will fill its sky with fire. Wow. Dial it back a notch or two, damn. Hail, traveler, I am the goat of woe, the woe goat. I am woe. I am the woe goat. Woe, oh woe. Woe to the goat, who must dwell within scorched earth, draped in the cloth of ragged canvas, burning something something. I am the goat of woe. How do I appear to you? Like a cyclone made of shards of sharp red glass, you twist slowly when I look into the eye of your storm. My goodness, woe. Alright, I am the goat of woe. What can you tell me about this place? Little, I fear. 3 islands locked together, adrift in silence, and we its denizens without purpose or movement. Damned to stand sentinel like jagged paper wraiths. Blithering, pantomiming some implied illusory purpose. It fills me with woe. Yeah, I picked up on that. You mock me, wandering spirit. Thou cruel spectre. Thou maleficent fetch. Woe, and woe again, you have bewoed this goat. Cool, bye. Are you ready to go see the pyramid where literally nothing interesting ever happens? Catherine. Hello, Catherine. Oh, this is so fascinating. My goodness, yes, unbelievable. Those angles, those markings, so exquisite. You feel? You there, take a look at this sigil. What do you see when you look at it? How do you interpret it? I can't see it from here, friends. A container character that alters the meaning of lesser sigils. Oh, that's excellent, I see it too. How incredible! A superbly complex illustrative language, mythical combinations of characters in which express complex ideas. God damn it, I love this stuff. So then, how may I help, strange spectre? What's up with this pyramid? Haven't the foggiest, but I do adore it. It's just sort of appeared one day, all full of cool mysterious bullshit. I love studying things. Her eyes go very wide and she begins breathing heavily. Studying things makes me feel really good. I fucking love knowledge. Need anything else? Every time I tap back into CSP, the chat crashes. Oof. Simply don't go back to Clip Studio Paint. Simply sit here and be unproductive like me. What do you do here? I'm the foremost linguist and archaeologist in all the floating isles. I set up this expedition and I'm focusing my studies on all of these bright glowing hieroglyphs that are floating around. I don't see any glowing hieroglyphs. BB, you always make me productive. Reproductive, maybe. I don't see any glowing hieroglyphs. Don't you? How curious. They're impossible to miss. They're everywhere. One of them appears to be licking your hair at this very moment. Perhaps your eyes simply haven't adjusted yet. Need anything else? I think B is probably right behind me licking my hair, if I had hair. Do you know much about the islands? You mean the 3 islands were on? Not really, I'm afraid. I have a theory that each island is from a totally different place. That they each belong to different distant worlds and were then separated from somehow and made to come together by some means. What do you think? Sounds plausible? As much as anything else, I guess. Really? Wow, thanks. Nobody's ever thought so before. Need anything else? Just saying hi. See you later. Take care. Enjoy the mysterious pyramid. Wow, look at that. Tremendous. Good on you, Catherine. I like the big sword. Who are you? Teresa. Oh, hello there. And what are you supposed to be? Some sort of fetch? Some manner of rusty nail elemental? Well, try not to touch anything with those smoldering hooves of yours. Everything around here is very mysterious and valuable. Did you have a question? Who are you? My name is Teresa. I'm an archaeologist. I specialize in pyramids, tombs, mysterious ghost worlds, sunken cities, doom mazes, and skeletopoli. As you can see, I am very accomplished and respected scholar. You can tell because of all of those things I just said. Is there something else? What do you do here? I'm overseeing this archaeological expedition. Catherine organized it, but she's very interested in her studies. Someone needs to stand here looking imperious and defagatory. I have many certificates in imperious degalitations that make me the senior deflelitationist, so the extremely difficult and important— oh my god, I'm tongue twisted. Is there something else? There was a big word in there. I literally have no idea what it meant. I could not even parse the word fast enough. It might have legitimately been defenestrations. What's the story with this pyramid? That would seem to be the million wraith gem question, wouldn't it? Like most pyramids, it's full of mysteries and artifacts. That much is to be expected. What we don't know is where the pyramid came from, or indeed why it's here at all. But then, we don't know that about most things here. Or even ourselves, really. She stares off into the middle distance for a long time. I believe I've depressed myself. Is there something else? Not really. Bye. Goodbye, then. What a weird, weird vibe. This is kind of, what do they call that vibe? It's the same kind of vibe as, what is it? Eva? Eva? Who are you? What the oh, it's a fish! Roderick.
Oh, hi, hello. My name's Roderick. I'm the swamp monster. It's super nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Ah, being a swamp monster is great. I make so many friends. Need anything else?
What do you do here?
I'm the swamp monster. I guard the castle from trespassers. You're not one of those, right?
Too early to tell.
Well, please let me know as soon as you find out, okay? I need to know so that I can guard the castle from you. My job is very important, and I'm good at it.
You sure are.
Need anything else?
And what's up with this place?
It's a swamp. Swamps are the best. I get to be a monster in them. Plus there's the castle, so I get to guard it by being a monster. It's a sweet deal. Need anything else?
See ya.
Bye-bye.
I like him. Roderick seems cool. Oh, this is vibe. Webcore. Webcore is the thing that I was thinking about. Ina. And Ina is the name of the piece of media I was referencing. Look at this guy. Damn. You go, this guy. Margaret, you go, this guy, lady. Oh no, Margaret, your text is over top of the thing. Margaret, I can't see your text. Who the fuck makes a throne this size? Oh god, I'm so mad. Pretty sure you'll be fine. What the fuck do you know? You don't even have a body. You're just a floating bee's nest shaped like a torso. Think you're so cool with your cloud of amethyst drones. Get out of my large castle. Okay, let's hold on. Whoop. Let's talk to Margaret without her text box being. Look at this fucking throne. Can you believe this bullshit? Who the fuck sits in a throne this big? Who the fuck makes a throne this size? Oh god, I'm so mad. You're gonna be okay? I don't know. I'm the queen of the swamp and I can't sit in my huge fuck-off throne. I don't even know how to get a refund. I can't send it back. Mail doesn't exist here. Ah, I hate this. Yeah, it's a pretty large chair for sure. Right? How can I be queen of anything like this? My foes will be all like, check out Margaret at the camp in her stupid fucking chair for giants. She's just snarling and snapping and squealing now. You gonna be okay? I don't. Oh, I just asked her that. I'm the queen of Sava. I can't swim on my huge fuck off throne. I don't even know how to get a refund. Margaret is so mad about this chair. I can't blame her. If I bought a throne and it showed up like 3 times as large as it's supposed to be, she's still screaming, but she waves politely. You know what? Good on her. Oversized is regal. There's a certain point when oversized just makes you look like a toddler sitting in a high chair, and that's the point when it stops being regal. I'm mad about the chair too. Look at it. That's entirely too big. If you need a oh, there's more rooms off to the side I didn't even see. If you need a ladder to sit in your chair too big. Driv, you might need 2 ladders. Guinevere. Who are you? Are you the ghost? What do you want? Oh well, never mind. Welcome to Castle Gloompuke. I can't exactly stop you from wandering around. But please be polite, Queen Margaret is very anxious today. Who are you? My name is Guinevere. I am Queen Margaret's steward. I am very pleased to meet you. We don't often have visitors. Please let me know if I can be of assistance. Great, thanks. Is there anything else? Who is Margaret? Margaret is the queen of Gloompuke Swamp. Not that there's much to be queen of. None of us really know anything about this place. We all simply appeared here somehow and we cannot leave. But Margaret still, she says she's always wanted to be queen. We figure it can't hurt anything. Fair enough. Is there anything else? What's the story with this castle? We don't entirely know. It was simply here when we showed up. It's spacious and nobody was using it. There are some inscrutable books in the library you can read if you'd like. Not much more to say than that, really. Castles are just cool. Okay, thank you. What do I look like? You look like like several wisps of dark purple smoke, braided into a cage with a sphere of water floating at its center. All right. Ooh, I'm a hydration boy. I think you probably are. Well, actually, I don't know. There are 6 viewers in chat. One of them is me. I'm taller than you. Mildred. Oh, Mildred. Hello, love. Care to have your fortune told? Sure. She closes her eyes and begins muttering. Whoa, oh, wow, whoa, damn, okay. You okay? Yeah, I'm good, thanks. That huge spider with the woman's face and knives for teeth just totally came out of nowhere. What a mess. Oh, perfect. Yeah, don't worry too much about it, though. There's like a 40% chance she's just a metaphor for, I don't know, a bad day at work or something. It'll probably be fine, okay? Have a nice one. Thank you. Care to have your fortune told? You're gonna tell me the same one before. What are you doing here? kitchen staff, and fortunes. That okay with you? That's okay with me. Totally. Wonderful. Hello, love. Care to have your fortune told? What do I look like? Like one of those zoetrope things made out of pink glass. When you spin, you show a spider-legged horse galloping along, which is a little fucked up, but kind of cool, I guess. All right. So, fortune, yes? No? No thanks. Suit yourself. I'm glad she's doing kitchen things. She seems like a kitchen things kind of person. I do definitely also think Percy is the tallest of all of us. What are you? Uther. Uther snorts welcomingly. Uther snorts knowledgeably, gesturing to the surroundings. Uther snorts inquiringly. What do you do here? Uther snorts proudly. Uther snorts librarianically. Uther snorts archaeologically. Uther snorts wetly. That's cool. Uther snorts inquiringly. Can you tell me about this castle? Uther snorts uncertainly. Uther snorts mysteriously. Uther snorts swampaciously. Uther snorts appreciatively. I see. Uther snorts inquiringly. What do I look like? Uther snorts mercurially. Uther snorts emeraldarily. Uther snorts hovisterically. Uther snorts analytically. All right. Uther snorts inquiringly. So I think annelids are worms, if I recall correctly. I forget the other. No, Uther, no. Uther, no. Uther, stop. Uther. Nothing, thanks. Uther snorts amiably. Book. This book is titled Great Swamps of the Realm. Read it. You open the page about Gloom Puke Swamp. Having garnered a reputation for excessive putridity and being widely accepted as the shittiest swamp in all the land, the long-suffering Swampians of the realm united their magics and performed a spell to fling Gloom Puke into space in hope that it would crash into the sun and burn away. Oh, so we're just literally just in the shittiest swamp and they wanted to get rid of it. Okay. This book is titled On Foxes and Hounds. Read it. Innumerable crayon drawings and inked sigils make this book impossible to read except for a page at the front, across which Mildred Rocks is written in large, shimmering letters. Leave it. This book is titled Pictures of Wolf People Screaming at Things. Ooh, epic. Read it. Predictably, the book is filled with illustrations of wolf people engaged in the act of screaming at things. A wolf person dressed like a knight is screaming at a barn. A fetching wolf noblesse is pulling on her hair and screaming. A striking wolf person butchers and screams at the sun. You spend several hours admiring the artwork of things being screamed at by people who are also wolves. B, I think there's a future in that for you. How quickly can you draw an entire book full of wolf people screaming at things? This book is titled The Noble Species. Read it. The book opens naturally to a page that looks handwritten. Of those creatures who dwell within the realm, it is unanimously accepted by all of sound mind that the alligators are the smartest, coolest, noblest, hottest, most charming, most prestigious, funniest, best at sports, most lovable, most mysterious, kindest, best looking, and generally most well equipped to rule of all. Also the best kissers, and they have the nicest handwriting. Alligators, is that true? You gotta tell me if that's true. Is that it? I've been to all the rooms. I've read all the books. I think I've talked to all the people. Perhaps that is it. Let's find a good vibe and then we will take a vote for the next game. Here's our vibe. We'll enjoy this music while we pick the next game. No, we won't, because apparently when I tab out, the music stops. Okay. Well, might as well kill that then. Oh, hello, it's me. Why big me? Go away. Be gone. Shoo. Okay. Let me get back the folder. Hello? Okay. Which one are we doing next, chat? We just did Gloom Puke. I hope the next one is spooky. This one was silly. I didn't know there were silly ones. I kind of assumed that all Kitty Horror Show made was horror. But apparently not. Also, you can hear my cat in the background, I think. Being a baby. No nominations, chat? That's fine. I will pick one for myself then. Let's see. Which one do I think sounds spookiest? I think we should play... Let's play Castle Wormclot. Why is it above me? It should not be above me. I'm above it. What would you look at that? I'm just a little dude. Is that I should wear more jewelry? I wish candles tasted better. Oh, I control myself with the arrow keys. Oh, look at this. Isn't this delightful? No, I should update the game thing. What is this game called? Castle Wormclot. Ding. Stream if whatever. Stream thinged successfully. I wish I knew how to jump. So if I press S, it just tells me whatever I'm thinking at the moment. Where do you think we're going? I don't think this is very archaeologically sound. I mean, I guess it feels like I should go that way. It looks like there's a house that way. But there must be something this way too. What if I go up? Looks like there's some stuff up. What a cute little monk am I. Oh, look, it's another one. Hello, other one. How are you? You got a little mask on? Press space to talk.
Ho hum, life here in the castle is so dreadfully dull sometimes. Oh, hello there, little candle keeper. Making the rounds, are you? Best of luck. Be careful not to fall off the walkways, you'll be snapped back to where you started, and it'll probably be slightly annoying. Tragedy of tragedies, am I right? Ho hum, life here in the castle is so dreadfully dull sometimes. Oh, am I supposed to be lighting these candles if I'm the candle lighter? Okay. Well, there's one back there. I'll just have to go back there after. Let's go this way. Ooh, almost fell off. Oh, the Doom portal noise is cute. Oh, hello! Candlekeeper, hello, aren't you sweet walking? Keeping the castle walkways illuminated. I know you don't have any choice but to do so, but goodness, it's still so nice of you. I was a candlekeeper once myself, you know. Then I was promoted to stationary mask haver, which I have been ever since. It's nice to have a sense of purpose, you know. Why, I'll bet you're just about the best candlekeeper the castle's ever had. So diligent, so driven, so beak-faced. Adorbs. Hear that? I'm adorbs because of my beak face. What a peculiar little game. Don't know what's going on beyond this. What do you have to say? Hey you, little candle keep. Little candle creep. Come here and push me off this ledge. Come on, it'll be hilarious. I just go ahead and jump off, but I'm fixed in place, trying not to think of it too hard now. Thanks. Come on, do it. You a coward or something? Oh, there's no shove monk off ledge button? Huh? Well, that's some bullshit. I try to push you off, but there's no push off button. This is just like in the dream. Five foot flat? If you're 5 feet flat, how tall are you standing up? Where does this portal go? My fiance would love you. How many feet does your fiance have? He has 5 and 3 feet. So many. I'll bite them all. Please don't bite Driv's fiance's feet. I feel like that would make him grouchy. And with the amount of mean girl energy he has, I would be terrified. I'm the gravekeeper. I keep these graves, understand? They're mine, the graves. Can't have them. I keep them. They're mine. I don't try to take your little waxy light sticks from you, do I? Buzz off, dingus. Stay away from my graves. I'm going to fuck your graves. Here lieth friend Gabara, not dead, just sleeping. They enjoyeth being buried, which is like right on, you do you. Here lieth brother Constanto, talked shit, got hit with many swords. Here lieth you. Here lieth sister Kalmia, died peacefully of old age, not very funny Kalmia, so thanks for nothing. I like that. Here lieth brother Horasku, who did setteth himself ablaze, some kind of sex thing probs. Good for him. Here lieth a real piece of shit, just the worst asshole, verily I hated him. Here lieth sister Veraluna, dead of poisonous potions. She couldn't get enough of the stuff until she actually did. Here lieth brother Monteo, haunted savagely by ghosts. To be fair, they were people he killed. Karma sucks, huh, Monteo? Here lieth sister Hazessa, stingeth to death by wasps. Stingeth? Whatever. That's fucking cute. Ooh, little candlekeeper, welcome to the chapel. Do you have any sins to confess? Goodness, I'll bet you do, too, you naughty little candlekeeper. Bet you lick the candles, don't you? Bet you like to roll around on the floor. Ooh, so many sins, so sinful. Ooh, little candlekeeper. Oh, I've read that one already. Ooh. I don't think I've had a single sin in my entire life. I have lived an entirely sinless life. You can't prove otherwise. And how good I was at just doing that line reading is not an indication of how good I am at sinning. Even though I'm sure I would be very good at sinning. Might even be the very best. But we'll never know. He's so good at it. I am. I really am. Like, damn. It's easy to sin when you have 4 times the national average of penises. You know, this game would be much easier if I had done any of this in any kind of logical order. What are my surface thoughts? My feathers itch. I'm a bird? I guess that makes sense with the beak. I just kind of assumed I had a really pointy nose and they were just making fun of me for my really pointy nose, but apparently I am legitimately a bird. Or I'm a person with a really pointy nose and feathers. I suppose that is also possible. Let's go this way now. I should make a bird sona. You should make a shark sona first. I'm trying to look at you with judging eyes, but the VTuber program can only do so well. I wish candles tasted better. I'm with you. Oh, I've seen YouTube videos about people making candles with like garlic butter. And it solidifies enough at room temperature that you can like put a wick in it and then you light it and you can dip bread in it. Maybe, what if I did that for my Halloween party? What if I just made a big spooky
thing of like butter with herbs de Provence and garlic, and I could maybe color it a little bit with like some beetroot juice or something. So it's just big and red and bloody like a candle, but then you just dip like bread into it. The fire on the village island just never goes out. Why can't the candles do that? I hope they're not going out behind me. They don't seem to be. Have I talked to you before? I'm pretty sure I've talked to you. Let's see. Yeah, I talked to you. I would eat so much garlic bread. Yes, you would. This is the kind of party that awaits you when you move to Toronto. Along with cleaning out our air ducts, since you're the expert. Driv, I need a nice thorough duct cleaning. Don't make a penguin. They're stupid. I mean, I can't say I should be good and shut my mouth. What? Press space to search. Searching the hollow of the tree, you find 9 times bone crystal, 4 times demon juice, and 189 zenny. Welcome to the village, Candlekeeper. I'm afraid there's little and less to do around here, but you are welcome just the same. Once the tavern was an excellent place to gather and make merry, then the door disappeared. Weird how that can make a place seem less inviting. Have you looked closely at the trees here and on the other islands? You might find nice things within their hollows. I didn't look at the ones on the other islands. That would have been nice to know about beforehand. Searching the hollow of the tree, you find a pot of ink, black but shot through with swirls of glowing pearlescent violet. Enchanted, no doubt. How about an osprey? Searching the hollow of the tree, you find a small cloth flower with a clip on the back. You clip it to the edge of your hood and instantly feel super cute. Snakes are just big worms with armor. You're right, bird person. You are right. Wish this tavern had a door. I'd do anything for a tall, frothy one right about now. Standing around, wiggling my mask and repeating the same 3 lines is thirsty work. Can you even drink with that weird beak thing? What the fuck are you, anyway? I'm a bird. Searching the hollow of the tree, you find a micro-civilization of diminutive ant-like creatures living in an arcology of onyx and gold. Wow, the ants have built arcologies. Good for them. Look at them living in that cyberpunk future. I don't think I looked at this tree. If I ever made a bird Sona, which don't count on it, I've paid way too much for this shark. If I ever made a bird Sona, it would be a secretary bird. Searching the hollow of the tree, you find a key ring with 3 large, old-looking keys. They're unusually warm to the touch. Wish I knew how to jump. Legs for days and gorgeous makeup. Eventually, I will learn how to apply makeup in real life, and I will be gorgeous. I'll be so fucking extra, nobody will put up with me. Are these candles going out, or have I just not been here? No, because the candles over there are still lit, so I just haven't been here. Originally, I made B the penguin as a joke, thinking no one would thirst after a penguin. I was wrong. So very wrong. Here's the question. Did they thirst after the penguin because he was a penguin, or is it because your art is great, you fuck? I'll let you think about that for a hot minute. Ooh, B's good at art. Ooh. Also, yeah, your art is fantastic. Yeah.
There's a reason you're like my go-to artist. I'm just some dude who draws stuff. You know me, Ram. I'll deep throat a road cone before taking a compliment. It's fine. You have no choice but to sit here and listen to me compliment you. That's the nice part about this. You can text all you want in chat, but you have no choice. Get your road cones ready. Searching the hollow of the tree, you find an ornate red-handled knife. It's slick with some kind of red fluid and smells like an insect's guts. Well, that's unpleasant. Searching the hollow of the tree, you find a pair of eyeballs. They stare at you in mute surprise. You're lucky you're one of my best friends, nerd. I am lucky. Searching the hollow of the tree, you find a large mason jar filled with some kind of brackish green-brown fluid. A label on the side reads, Power Scum Energy Drink. I would drink Power Scum Energy Drink. Do you think that comes from the swamp? From that really shitty swamp that they launch into space? Searching the hollow of the tree, you find a box of handgun ammunition. You leave it there for someone else to find. Searching the hollow of the tree, you find an old headband with a fake flower on it. It's kind of pretty, but it's definitely a dress code violation. You put it back. I have a dress code? My back itches. Searching the hollow of the tree, you find a bag of money. Angry at capitalism, you pitch it off the side of the island. Eat shit money. If I was a stationary mask haver, I'd still probably just talk about candles. That's sad. I think candles are a great thing to talk about. I don't use them very much, but I think they're pretty cool. We just found a way to make fire last a long time, and then we found a way to make fire last a long time and smell good. I think that's cool. That's cool as shit. Like, can you imagine when people invented candles and they were just like, hey, sure, you can have a fire and you have to throw fucking wood on it every 30 minutes or it'll either fizzle out or burn your house down. But here's this cool ass thing I did where I found some fat from a pig, stuck a little bit of whatever in it, and I light it on fire, and guess what? It goes for hours and smells like bacon. That was truly the Nintendo Switch 2 of their generation. What do you think the boomers of that day and age would have said? All of these fucking young people with their candles, nobody around here knows how to sit awake and watch a fire all night to make sure it doesn't burn your hut down. So coddled. You have it so easy in your day. Back in my day, some days your house just burnt down and you were okay with that, because then you got to build a new one. Okay. I guess I should be heading for this castle in the middle. It looks like I've got... Oh, there's a whole fucking forest island over there I haven't been to yet. I was just like, wow, I can't believe I've done everything already. There looks like there's a big ramp over there. And there's a forest over here. So I'll go do the forest and I'll go up the big ramp. And that should probably maybe take me to the top of this floating castle. In theory. Wow. So cool.
Hello, Candlekeeper. I'm studying the mushrooms of this island. Would you like to hear my findings? Some of them are taller than others. Some of them are narrow. Some of them are wide. The one kind of smells like mothballs and lavender. The other smells mostly like very old dirt. I guess by studying, I mean looking at for a very long time. Science isn't exactly sprinting along around here. God, I'm bored.
I feel you, guy who stares at mushrooms. I feel you. Searching the hollow of the tree, you find a crumpled back note with Mildred Rocks written in silver gel pen. Wasn't that the name of the queen from Shitty Swamp? Searching the hollow of the tree, you find someone's notes regarding the configuration of the castle's various turrets and corresponding astrological signs. Searching the hollow of the tree, you find a rather large centipede. This one is a lady centipede. You can tell by the little pink bow on its head. Oh, that apparently was the last candle. Congratulations. Thou hast lit all of yon candles. Thy tolerance for tedium must be remarkable. Thy vigil is complete. Take thy deserved rest. Thank thee for playing. Well, that was cute. Also not very scary. Okay, okay. Let's see what's next then. Boop. So let me get rid of who or what is Kitty Horrorshow. So Kitty Horrorshow is an independent experimental game developer. She published this collection of games that she's called the Haunted Cities collection. Apparently a lot of them are about, so far the count is one. Excuse me, there were 2 cats in that painting of cat bones. Tenement is your vote. Okay. Let me get rid of the ones that I've already played. I got rid of Gloom Puke and Worm Clot. Goodbye! Okay. Tenement is the vote. Does anyone else have any other votes? I was drawing claspers. Sorry, I didn't see them. Oh, they're still here. Oh, you were drawing claspers, so you didn't see the cats. Oh, I hope they were mine. Okay. I think Tenement is the only vote so far, so let's do Tenement. Music that sounds like you're on hold while I get the game ready. Boop boop boo. Ba ba da ba ba ba. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ba da ba 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 da da. Da 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 ba 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 ba. Wow, I'm very fast. And very floaty. This has also got a very distinct vibe. Hello? I never got to travel much. That's my big thing, I guess, my big regret. We all have one, don't we? Like one big regret we can't get over, and that's why we're here? I don't know, I'm just going off of movies and stuff. But yeah, like I would have liked to, you know? Living on the same town with the same rows and rows of cookie cutter houses, always night street lights never coming on, so they just stand there like pointless poles. It's mind-numbing. My friend whose name I forgot, he used to travel sometimes with his family and he would bring me back stuff. This one time he brought me back a videotape from a place he'd gone during winter break. He told me to watch it alone, and so I did that night in my room, and it was black and white video of a woman from the shoulders up. Only her eyes and mouth were empty, like no teeth or eyeballs or whatever, just the black holes, and she's up against the black wall and she's talking. That was it. She just stood there with her lips moving, and there was a voice and it was muffled, and they sang these words in different languages. I don't think she was speaking sentences. The words didn't sound like they were arranged, just word pause, 7 hours of this. I never did figure out what it was, because I was staring at her, that black empty mouth contorting. She was talking about a tower someplace, under some kind of lockdown. From what that... Oh, this goes slightly too fast to read. Wow. When I open back up, I'll let select people know. Okay, ghost guy. I wish you didn't talk quite that much, because I can't read that much. Hey friend, word of advice for you. That tall building on the other side of town with the blue light near the wall, don't go to that building. Shit, probably don't even want to go near that building. Last place like this I was at, this building would sometimes show up and they were exactly like that. I mean exactly, same windows, blue light, greasy alley, behind a restaurant smell, and everything. That blue light tripped me out, so I broke into the place one night. I don't know why, because I was younger and dumber, I guess. I just like walking around the place. I'm like a philosophically opposed to locked doors, so I go in and start walking around in there, and it's usual stuff mostly. Emptied out office floors and old-style manor floors and refrigerator doors and all that kind of stuff. But then I get to this floor and the door in the stairwell is nailed shut with boards and everything, so I'm like, well, okay, now I have to go in there. And I break down the boards and get to the door and I'm like, there is your typical wood, exposed wood, pink insulation, unfinished basement type floor, only lights don't work, and the whole space is full of these big box shapes that are like metal and glass, and they're dimly lit from the inside, like the way a car roof looks. Turns out they're just cages or aquariums, like the people in them, only like if you look at all the bones out and hung them up in the closet, that's how they look, hanging those things, soft mouth. Wow. Oh. And the inside of one of those walls of the aquarium is crisscrossed with these greasy trails, like these things in there and slapping away at the wall with its hands. Grossed me out. Barely keep food down for 2 days. What a joke. Wow, this goes just... Kitty Horror Show. Could you slow down the text a bit, please? Well, it's funny how it seems slow until you try to read it. Yeah. That is literally as fast as I can read, and I think I get about a quarter of the way through and then I start fucking up just because I cannot take the time to second guess what I'm saying. Joke's on you for needing to breathe. Yeah, no kidding. It's Detroit. It could be Detroit. It's not so bad here, really, it's not. What I mean is there are worse places we could have ended up. And while yes, I understand the fact that it could be worse doesn't mean it's okay, I think it's important to try and look at these things positively, right? Positive. Honestly, for me, it's an improvement. I don't know where you came from, but I grew up in an industrial town. The factory was the nucleus of town, where all the jobs and the main source of income and manufactured vehicle parts, mostly cardiovascular and endocrine. What? Not exactly rocket science, very blue collar. The whole town tasted like smoke because it was just caked all over the thing, the soot and the grime. There's so much awful stuff you have to put up with growing up in an industrial town. The people never smile because their work takes that out of them, so I feel so unwelcoming even if you were born and raised there. Sometimes the factory would sicken and close down, and then you'd wake up to all these streets downtown would be flooded with blood that had congealed overnight, and you can imagine how that smells. Just smells in general were enough to make you want to be elsewhere. Downtown at night was just bars and bars and bars, bricks and buildings and neon signs and open pub doors pouring out noise. All the factory workers would go there and liquored up, watching the Dollhouse broadcast on repeat, shouting accusations over the little thing. Then everyone digs home at night. They try to fill your ears with notions of honest work, but it's not that kind of life, is it? I don't want to wake up in streets full of clotted blood. What the fuck? What? The factory is full of endocrine and shit? It was alive. The factory is making alive things. I'm not sure I could ever meet anyone named Gary and take them seriously. I'm sorry to any Garys out there. Your name's been ruined. You can have a new one. I think it costs like $100 and some forms. No, your name's B. That was my dad's name. Yeah, sorry, I don't like your dad. Sunday endoscopy marathon. Giant hornet slug versus rural midwestern town. I actually have just recently unlocked the ability to add custom emotes and redeems and stuff. I just have to go through and fill in some tax shit for Amazon. Because apparently to unlock redeems or anything like that, I have to fill out tax shit. Fevered visions of empty rooms. Okay, here we go again. Ooh, good thing he's been dead for 36 years. Oof. Whew, see if I can build up some oxygen to start out with. Oh, that actually just made me a little lightheaded. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Do you know what this place is missing? A hotel. You may laugh, but I'm telling you, when I was younger, everywhere but that I was anywhere had a hotel. I was lucky enough to grow up in an hour just outside a city with a hotel. My papa and I, later my dates and I, used to go to the city together by rail and make an evening of it, like everyone else who was younger and in love of both. It was so exciting being there, all crowded in the lobby with dozens and dozens and dozens of other hopefuls, and the murmur of the energy. Sometimes you meet people that had met before, and they tell you some of their experiences, and sometimes you meet people who'd never been there, and you tell them some of yours. There was a real sense of brotherhood, shared wonder that brought you together. And when the person at the front desk would appear and announced that a new room had been born and cleaned, it was ready. Oh, you should have been there. Instant, quiet, excited silence until the desk person called out numbers. Getting to be the first to visit a newborn room was like winning the lottery. You felt like a pioneer. Yeah, so you heard stories. Well, I heard them too. You know something? Most of them are true. Yes, there were rooms where you pull the skin right off your bones. Yes, there were rooms that snapped you and ground you up. And there were rooms with floors made of spider skin and walls made of wasp bone and everything stank and buzzed and howled. And you'd come back with broken, not at all. Then you were even all that rare, but it was worth it. Because that was the room that was always a chance you'd be the one to find the room, the grand and final room, where all the hotel's hearts and minds and souls were. It was a long shot, pie in the sky kind of dream, but if you don't chase those kind of dreams, what's the point? Then they went to develop that chemical that poisoned them all. Cured, they said. Well, it solved the problem, the whole national pastime, bastards. Okay. So this is like a weird biopunk city. The car factory uses... Oh, is that the blue light that the lady was talking about? Don't go near the tower with the blue light. It almost feels like you should be reading it super fast and adding like after every word like a valley girl that doesn't breathe. Maybe. It might make it easier. Why is there just a blue light here? Okay. So there was a big lottery for unlocking new rooms in the city. And everyone always wanted to go there because they hoped that they would get to see a super exciting new room. But there was also a chance that a room would just fucking kill you. And then the government came along and put a weird chemical in it and cured all the rooms, but that made it boring. And also the car factory uses biochemicals. It's like better for me this way, no form at all. I like how it feels. It feels like mist or whatever, like rubber, like static TV. Like it's a nice, warm, glowy-like feeling. Like I can just drift and flicker. You get it, right? Having a body like was so complicated and underwhelming. I remember this time I woke like and my hands like had grown out. The skin had gone all green and slick like a frog skin. Those fingers, 1.5 feet long at least. It was like they just didn't have any bones anymore. They sure like looked like they had bones, but damned if I could pick anything up. So that was my whole week, just shuffling around my apartment, trying and failing to pick things up, sobbing to myself. I was able to turn the TV like on with my mouth. So is that I guess. I hated having to eat and sleep. All this upkeep. Oh shit! Do you remember how heavy you feel? It feels like it's so extreme to think back on it. But even back then, I just felt so heavy, dragging all this meat around. This crying, changing, aching, hungry, tired meat. Think about the teeth, exposed bit of bone that will rot over time. It seems like a deficit. I guess some people like were into fucking, and they all seem to have pretty wild about it. Even if it was, like, imagine it would have made it worthwhile. I miss rain, and the rain would fall on my skin and while cool at the same time. I wouldn't mind feeling those things again, but I wouldn't go back just for that. Not worth it, generally speaking. Oh, my throat hurts. Okay, I don't want to fall off the edge. I don't know what happens if I do. There's just an island out there that I can't get to. Oh, I forgot to update the stream title. Oops. I'd voice it for you if I could. I do really good impressions of Lumpy Space Princess. I have never really watched Adventure Time. Still waiting for the 4th cat. I think we've seen 2 cats, so we're waiting for the 3rd cat still. This is where I came from. Okay, so I talked to you. Counting is hard. Counting is hard. Haven't been in here. Little cafe. No ghost in the cafe though. I think that might be it for this. If it's any consolation, B, I can usually only count as high as 4. I only ever count on the claspers. And so far the record has been 4. I think I got everyone. Another cute little game. You can't tell what's on the island out there then. Or how I get out there. What happens if I do fall off the edge? There is a ghost person out there. I think I can see one. There's also just a big red splotch up there I don't know how to get to. A little tower here. Okay, I'm gonna go jump off the edge and see if that puts me on the faraway island. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Goodbye, cruelest of worlds. Oh, look at that. What a different vibe immediately. Can I drown? No, okay. Can I crouch? I cannot crouch. Where does this take me? Oh. Well, this is significantly less comfortable. Where's the big light coming from? What a vibe shift. Just like immediate hard left. Oh, there's a person. Because there are still people here like this. Is that one there? Yeah. Hello? Do you know what this place is missing? Oh, the same as before. My papa and I, then later my dates. Are they all the same? Where do you come from? Sorry, that's maybe a little personal. I ask because you don't like the rest of us, but also because I was going to ask if it had any basements. Where you're from, I mean, like the town or the city. Basements fascinate me. They're like the ocean, you know, so depthless and unfathomable. They look right just under our feet. Down, who knows how far. I don't even know anyone who could walk past one of those stairways without being just absolutely desperate to go down and see where it leads. I did exactly that one time. I remember I was going home one night, and I didn't want to go home because my apartment was dying in a lot of pain, so I was lashing out. So I was past this basement staircase next to a storm drain on my street I'm on, and I just go down, not really caring what happens to me. It was oh no, chat. And I looked over the edge of one and down maybe 20 or 30 feet. You can see that it's just full of wet autumn leaves being churned and stirred by something underneath them. The smell of dirt and wet leaves just hit me so full in the face, nearly knocked me back. It was so strong. Remember, I tried to get a picture of it and dropped my cell phone down it. And when it fell, these deafening alarms started going off in the whole area, filled with red light. I ran like hell. The staircase leading back up had changed to lead down instead. But I took it, because what are you else going to do? Here, I guess, in a roundabout way. Okay. The blue light's still just doing its blue light thing. So who else is new? Is the question, I think. Is there someone over here? There is. Hello? Ghosts. Ghosts. This building is full of ghosts. Isn't that funny? They crawl and slither and moan, but I don't know if you'd say they haunt. You look at this place and it seems like it's made a sort of building where ghosts would be stored, not the one they haunt. Have you seen the ghost up in 3B, the apartment with the damp carpets and all the aquariums and stacks of newspaper? The old head just shuffles around, moving by its jaw, and that long, fat tongue just moaning and sobbing. Not very scary, huh? And you have that woman in 5A who just lays in her bathtub staring at her feet. She looks so pale, paler than the ghosts look. You think she's sick or something? I guess I'm asking too many questions. You know what I bet it is? I bet it's those lights. Lighting is so important. Like, I'm very affected by my environment. I'll get all kinds of messed up if I'm someplace the light looks wrong. Light in there, it kills moss. It just oozes out of the paper fixtures, all pale and too bright. What's those fixtures anyway? They put them up there like they're getting ready to paint around the lights, but they just never did. Now it looks like the buildings got left behind hallway through some kind of renovation. Anyway, yeah, lights. Just melts all the wallpaper and grab green-blue floral pattern. Now it just runs down the walls like nicotine residue. I bet that's what messing the girl up. I don't know about the head, though. Those aquariums in this apartment put off some really nice light, soft and blue. I wonder what those ghosts are like up there on those top few floors. You can tell from the outside the lights are off up there. Do you think the ghosts get better or worse when it's dark? Do you think they get scared, too? If you went in one of those dark rooms up there, do you think the ghost would freak out and start screaming with its huge twisted up teeth and come after you? That might be kind of funny. Something tells me they're just milling around in the dark, though. Boring job, ask me. Ooh, have a good night, B. You should... I'll give you a poke. I don't need to poke you, but I will poke you. Because you are my friend. Oops, I think I just fell. Yep, I just fell off the edge. Okay, we're back. Okay, last time I took the first left. This time I'll take the first right. Oh, hello. You don't have to tell me. I know what's going on here. I can still feel myself. My weight in that bathtub reaches up my neck. But I know that's not where I am. It's where I have to get back to, not where I am. All I know is the difference. But I can't move. My feet are stuck to the floor. See this? See all these veins? Like the roots of the weed? It's fucking annoying. Can't move, can't see, can't hear, can't get home. God, I feel it though. All those little legs and teeth. I can hear the alarm going off in the other room. It's like I'm real. And I'm there at the same time, but a real me is here. But the me that I need to be is there, you know? You look so pale. So it seems like maybe, you know, Wish I could do something about these roots, though. Wish I could carve them out and get moving. I guess then I'd have to figure out where to go from here. Maybe I'd hop on one of those trains outside town, crawl up underneath one of its panels and nestle in against the Sika, and just ride wherever it goes. All roads lead to home, right? Ha, get away from me. Get the fuck away from me. You want me to stay down here forever? Well, fuck you. You mind your own fucking business, and I'll mind mine. Wow, that's a turn. Do you remember? I don't remember. I remember some things. I don't remember it all. God, it's like I got cut out, you know? I remember there was nails and they cut my feet when I walked, ribbons of skin trailing behind me, flapping and laughing and skittering and collecting ashes. I remember the eyes so wide, all those rotten teeth, so many teeth, rows and rows. I don't remember why I need them. I don't remember. Can you tell me anything? I'd like to remember. There's this feeling in my palms like there's something there. Crickets or termites in there, swimming in my muscles and chewing up my memories, and I dig them out, but what do they do wrong? They just do what they do. It's only natural. I feel dizzy and my head hurts. Maybe I'm hungover. I drank too much of them. I drank too much of the stream with my head held under. I had to drink. I was thirsty and afraid, and my feet kept hitting the concrete until I felt soft and painful and wet. I think I was laughing, but I can't remember. Fuck, I can't remember anything. Can you help me? Oh, I think this lady drowned. I don't know why I assumed it's a lady. But I did. Yes, it's another way out. I wonder where else this goes. Hello? That room was mine. They had no right. I paid my rent for 100 years. Who the hell are they to force me up? My skin is in those walls. The carpet knows how I taste. So much of my flesh and blood and puke and mucus has gone down those drains, just clogging up the pipes. I'm caught in the room's throat, and part of it. Sometimes I would push myself against the wall and my skin would start to melt and the wallpaper would knit its way around me. Such comfort, such sublime assurance. I'm an electrician, goddammit. I saw nerve endings to I-beams and open eyes and make towers scream. They can't do this to me. I'll go to the housing authority. That's what I'll do. I'll show them all the scars, those teeth marks up and down my arms. I'll tell them to go to my apartment and check its breath, and they'll smell my sweat on it, and they'll know it's mine. You can't just evict someone from a place like that and give it to someone else. I'll chew them up, and anyway, it's mine. I've worked hard all my life. I don't ask for anything except for a home that keeps me in its mouth. Who the hell do you think you are? Ooh, even that one was tough. Okay, we're back to it. Just kind of a chill vibe. I don't know how many of these there are. I think this will probably be my last one. I am gonna be cutting it a little bit early tonight. I didn't get much sleep last night. So I think Kitty Horror Show used the same Skybox asset I used to use for VR chat. Oh, perhaps not, because this is static, and the one I used was not. Never mind, Kitty Horror Show. Don't mind me. I just wanted to get out, that was all. It didn't matter where I went, it just didn't want to be there anymore. I hated that place so much, and it hated me, you could tell. It hated everyone, I think, but people just lived there anyway, so if it couldn't do anything to change it. So many of the old buildings downtown were getting soft, filling with pores, hatching wasps, and leaking chemicals all over the roads. Everything you want, people just sneered and sobbed. You didn't sneer and sob, you didn't belong. Fuck small towns. I used to fantasize about getting in a car, throwing all my books and bottles and clothes and things in the back seat, and then just taking off one night, never looking back. Don't care what's out on the road. Can't be any worse than staying still someplace like that. I doubt the town would be strong enough to pull me back. The state it was in, and even if I did, I don't think I care enough about me. Do you ever wonder about that? Maybe a town like that hates you just as much as you hate it. Maybe it doesn't want you to be there any more than you do. I guess if it's something were crawling all over me and I didn't want to act like I belonged there, it didn't seem like it was enjoying that. I just wouldn't want it on me either. Whatever, my family never had a car, not the kind of bullshit salary they pay at the ink plant. Well, that lost me. My mom tried to prepare for me for a job at the ink plant. Every time I would pass one of those tumor things on a street light, when they were walking home, she'd show me how to slit it with a penknife and suck the ink out without swallowing. It's quiet and lonely here. Wow. Okay, buddy. you're still saying the same thing. Okay, I think, unfortunately, I'm going to call it here. We managed to get a couple of the Kitty Horror Show games in, as voted by you guys in chat. I am going to go drink some water, rest my throat. I did not anticipate this much really rapid reading, or I would have made some tea or something. Because, wow, is my throat sore suddenly. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, as always. This is Canadian Thanksgiving, so you won't see me tomorrow, which is why I was streaming tonight. Or Saturday or Sunday. And I'll be home on Monday night. I might do, depending on how I'm feeling, I might do an improv stream Monday night, or I might just take it for myself. I think the next thing on the schedule is Tuesday. Let me just get that schedule up, actually. Why do I need to guess? I don't need to guess. Yeah, so Tuesday actually looks like one of my favorite games, Mouthwashing. If you haven't played it yet, fantastic time, little psychological horror. No jump scares, so it's great for any wimps out there. I will be playing that. And I'm not going to drink mouthwash, because that sounds like a terrible, terrible idea, but to be on brand, I will make a big thing of mint tea. I'll make a big thing of mint tea and I'll drink it. It'll be delicious. And then back on Wednesday for Silent Hill F. So I guess, you know, Monday, if I'm back on Monday in time and I'm feeling rested enough, I might play some more Vampire the Masquerade. But don't change your schedule around that. Because I might also just be lazy. I do want to play more Vampire the Masquerade, though. It's definitely starting to feel fun. Tuesday, Mouthwashing, and the little-known prequel, How Fish is Made. Wednesday, Silent Hill F. And Friday is a game that a friend of mine, Sushi, recommended called Voices of the Void, which I've never heard of before. Apparently it's very good. So we'll give that a try. I'm still looking for people who enjoy typing games, because Blood Typers on the 24th is a multiplayer game, supports up to 4 people. So, if you want to participate and you're cool, let me know. I will buy Blood Typers for you, as long as you promise to be there for that. Be there and be stream ready. All you have to be is in Discord, and we'll set up a call or whatever. We'll figure it a little closer to that. And on Saturday the 25th is VR Chat Horror. So I'm going to grab some of my friends in VR Chat, anyone who wants to participate, and we'll go explore some of the spookality worlds. Hopefully find some spooky jump scares. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I've had a lovely time. I hope you've also had a lovely time. And I hope you have a fantastic and very restful evening. Try not to get lost in your own haunted cities, ooh, or eaten by your house. Ooh. Very scary.